it'll be BO5s. All right. I'm Finn Golfin on the mic with Kroger's running cameras, and I don't think anybody will be joining us for casting tonight. We are very, very excited, and the team should be getting ready here very soon. All of them are in, so yeah. All right, one team has gotten ready. I think that's the blue team. And we've got, let me just read the rosters real quick. We've got VO5, I don't know, BO5, VO5. It's going to be Jay, Mozzie, Dull, Retro on Frost. It's going to be Spirit, Feels, I Only Dunk, the Law Dash on Cryo. Frost is warmed up. They just beat Blizzard. And Cryo just beat Blizzard around 45 minutes ago. Who do I think is going to win? I always love a good underdog story. I kind of want Frost to win, but Cryo is the team to beat. And we're going to be headed for a neutral joust here. They're coming out of the tunnels, and it's going to be won here by Frost, but taken by Feels. Feels bounced that off the ceiling, picked up by the Law Dash. Ooh, and a good save attempt there by Retro, but it's going to be a 3 to start it off for this Cryo team. Good start here for this Cryo team. Good momentum. Frost, usually they were the ones who came out hot in that Blizzard game, but we'll see what they can do here in these grand finals. It's going to be Retro over to Mozzie. Mozzie looking for a pass here. Going to pass that one intended for Dull. A little bit off target. Can't have those mistakes here in grand finals. It's going to be I Only Dunk. Going to clear this one all the way out. Gonna bounce off a lot of geometry here. Picked up though by Dull. Dull gonna clear that one out before he gets stunned out. Jay gonna clear that one over to, almost a great shot there by Mozzie, but off the ding ring. Could have equalized it there. Gonna be picked up by Retro. Gonna pass that one up to Mozzie. Mozzie looking for an opening, pressured by the Law Dash. Resets it back to Dull. Dull looking for an opening, gonna take his time. Up to Jay. Jay over to, intended for Mozzie, but it's going to bounce off, unfortunately, there. But picked up by Dull, over to Jay. Jay around the shield there. Great save. A great save there, I think, by Feels. And then Mozzie grabs it right back for the dunk, as somebody said in chat earlier. So I'm just going to say that once, because it's kind of cringe. Anyways, it's going to be Cryo here with their first offensive joust. They're still up 1 point, but 1 point is very precarious. It's going to be Spirit here on the ceiling, pressured by Mozzie and Dull though. And that pass went a little bit awry because of that pressure. It's going to be Dull passing it over to Jay, up to Mozzie, pressured though by Feels and stunned out by Feels. He's going to clear that one all the way down the mid tunnel. Spirit going for that one, and he's going to get it for the open shot. 5-2 lead here for Cryo. And Cryo is the team to beat here. They have sailed through the winner's bracket. Obviously, a little bit of a scare there with Blizzard, going to round 3 overtime. But it's going to be Frost here with their offensive joust. Down 3, still 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. A lot of time here. It's going to be Jay up to Mozzie. Mozzie dances around there. A little bit of lag, but Mozzie grabs the disc back. And a beautiful shot there to round out a very interesting possession. Yeah, Mozzie was definitely doing some interesting things there, but it's all good. So 5-4 lead here for Cryo again. So 1 point differential. They're going to be out of the tunnels. Right now, it's going to be picked up by Spirit at the QB position, as we've always seen. Usually we'd see Iowa pressuring here, but it's going to be Dull and Mozzie. Dull and Mozzie going to rewind here. Tries to stun that one out, but it's going to end up in the hands of Feels after a great passing sequence here from Cryo. It's going to be I Only Dunk. Resets that one back to Spirit. Spirit just going to hold on to the disc here. Over to I Only Dunk. I Only Dunk. Just going to take his time. Going to cross that one over to Spirit. Spirit just going to slow things down. Wait for Frost to make some mistakes. Up to the Law Dash. The Law Dash. Intercepted though by Mozzie. Mozzie's going to try to clear this one out over to Jay. Jay under heavy pressure there from Feels. Jay going to get that one all the way down in towards the blue bubble. Picked up by Mozzie. Mozzie with a potential shot attempt off the ding ring though. And it's going to float around a little bit here, but picked up by the Law Dash, who's going to clear this one all the way downfield. And a potential counterattack here. Bounces off shield down though, unluckily. It's going to be picked up by I Only Dunk. Dull getting kind of stunned out there. Almost a great shot there, but Bounces off the post to be picked up and cleared out by this Frost team. Picked up by Mozzie. Gonna pass that one forward for Jay. Ooh, intended for Jay. And Jay's gonna pick that one up and get the 2. 6-5 lead here for Frost. This one is heating up. All right. Some Mozzie fans here in chat. All right, it's going to be Cryo here with an offensive joust. They're out of the tunnels. It's going to be Spirit here on the ceiling inverted over to Fields. Fields going to push this one. Oh, taken by Mozzie, though. Mozzie with a potential open 3, but misses it. Picked up, though, by Retro, keeping possession here for Frost. Over to Dull. Dull trying to get around Spirit there, but resets it back to Jay. Jay trying to push up here, pressured by I Only Dunk. Going to cross that one over to Retro. Retro over to Dull. Dull. Oh, intercepted though by Spirit, who's going to clear that one all the way down the right tunnel. And it's going to be picked up by Retro to keep possession here for Frost. It's going to be Retro up to Mozzie. Mozzie getting around the Lodash there. Going to pass that one forward for Jay. Jay trying to dodge that fast stack over to Retro. Retro back to Mozzie. Mozzie driving himself. Almost gets the shot, but a little bit high there. Going to be picked up by Retro. And a great 2 there to give Frost a 3-point lead. And Frost really doing a good job of recovering off their mistakes. Cryo, I felt, was a little bit panicky. They didn't get to the disc fast enough. They really need to focus on the disc there. All right, it's going to be Cryo here with an offensive joust. It's going to be Spirit here at the QB position under some pressure, but gets it off to the Lodash. The Lodash here in this right tunnel under heavy pressure. Going to get that one all the way off to Field. Field's going to reset it back to Spirit. Spirit pushing up here. Going to pass that one forward to Fields. Fields kind of a 2v1 situation here. 3v2 situation now. Fields going to drive that one in and gets the 2. That's kind of what we saw out of Iowa last game. You know, that driving ability, able to kind of do some hand movements to get around the goalie there. All right. We're going to see a Frost offensive joust here. All right. They're going to be out of the tunnels right now. And it's going to be Retro. Going to pass that one over to Jay. Jay going to sling that one all the way down to Dull. Dull pressured, though, by... Ooh, and the pressure gets to him. The pass a little bit off target. But going to be picked up by Spirit. A potential dribble opportunity, but Retro's going to slap that one forwards, though. Picked up by Field. Cryo with a good scoring opportunity here. Picked up by Only Dunk. Oh, taken by Dull, though. Going to clear that one out, but picked up by the Lodash, who does an open shot attempt and is going to get it to give a 9-8 lead here for Cryo. And remember, Cryo only has to win this match, so they need to win this BO5 if they want to win. It's going to be harder for Frost because they need to win 2 BO5s. All right, it's going to be Frost here with their offensive joust. And it's going to be picked up by Retro. Retro over to Mozzie. Mozzie going to cross this one all the way over to Jay. Jay over to Dull. A 2v1 situation here in the blue bubble. Oh, off the ding ring. The shot by Dull. That's one that you kind of want back if you were on Frost. Spirit going to toss that one all the way down. I Only Dunk there with a potential open 3 attempt, but grabbed by Mozzie. I think it was off target anyways. It's going to be Mozzie here. Going to take their time. Going to go for a dribble attempt here. Over to Mozzie's going to pick that one back up. Over intended for not really exactly sure, but it's going to be picked up by the Lodash. Going to pass that one down left tunnel. It's going to be I Only Dunk. I Only Dunk going to dodge around here. Going to reset this one back to Spirit. Spirit under some slight pressure from Mozzie. Gonna toss that one over to Fields. Fields gonna sling this one all the way across to the Lodash. The Lodash gonna pass that one, a bounce pass there to I Only Dunk, who's gonna reset it back to Spirit. Spirit up to Fields. Fields. Oh, intercepted by Jay, but Jay loses it there, but picked up by Dull, who's gonna clear that one down the right tunnel. We'll see who gets to it first. And it's gonna be Jay with an open 3, but saved by I Only Dunk, who's going to clear that one out. We'll see who gets to it first. It's going to be Retro. Retro going to pass that one over to Mozzie. Mozzie, here pressured by the Lodash. Going to pass that one over to back to Retro. Retro with a good block there. And a beautiful 2 to give Frost a 1-point lead. I think that was the longest scoreless period, without any points so far this round. Great stuff here from both teams. A very close match so far. And it's going to be Cryo here with an offensive joust picked up by Spirit. Spirit just scanning the field, looking for an opening. Gonna pass that one over to, ooh, gonna bounce around a little bit there. Nobody in the area of the orange net, but great recovery there from Frost. Gonna be picked up by the Lodash. Gonna keep possession here for Cryo. The Lodash pushing up, taking space. Oh, intercepted by Mozzie, though. Mozzie's going to clear that one down the mid-tunnel. Ooh, bounces off some geometry there, unluckily for Frost, leaving the Lodash with possession over to Only Dunk. Only Dunk over to Spirit. Tries to go for the immediate shot, but a little bit off target. The Lodash, though, recovering over to Spirit, and Spirit going to dunk that one over Retro. Great stuff from both teams. A very close match, and I don't know if there's enough time for Frost to take this round. It's going to be close. They're going to have to headbutt it and get some amazing regrabs. And they're going to try here. It's going to be Mozzie here with the disc. Tries to pass it over to Jay. Jay tries to go for the shot, but blocked by the Lodash. And Cryo is going to take round one. Great stuff here from both teams in this round one. A very close round one, 11-10. It's going to be 0 points from Dull, 4 from Mozzie, 2 from Jay, 4 from Retro. Feels with 2, I Only Dunk with 0, Spirit with 4, and the Lodash with 2. Possession, 50-50. Only a 3-second gap in terms of possession. But Frost has had a lot more offensive chances. 13 shots taken, 4 assists. But Cryo is winning the stun and steal mini matchup. So maybe that's a microcosm of what's going on here so far. Jay is stream sniping. I don't know if stream sniping matters here because you would have to be pretty disoriented in terms of watching to go back from VR and on it. But anyways, we're gonna be headed for a round 2 here very, very soon. Jay, tell Retro I love him a lot. Well, Jay, if you're watching, Linky loves Retro. So there we go. All right. We're going to be headed here for a round 2 neutral joust. BO5, so Cryo still needs to win 2 more rounds. And they're off for the neutral joust. It's going to be 1 here by Frost. Going to go for a bounce pass there to Jay. Jay up to Retro. Retro down to Dull. Ooh, a little bit of a bad pass there. It's going to be picked up by I Only Dunk, who's going to clear that one out. The regrabs are coming in hot, and all the Frost players are back, but they did not grab the disc. It's going to be Spear here with the disc. Going to pass that one back to Fields. Fields going to push up here, take a little bit of space. Just going to scan the field over to Spirit. Spirit with that kind of like overarching position there. Over to Fields. Fields back to Spirit. Spirit looking for an opening. Gonna pass that one over to Only Dunk. Only Dunk. Oh, great save there by Retro, though. It's gonna be Spirit. Gonna take possession here, back here for Cryo. Gonna be picked up by Only Dunk. And Feels gonna drive that one in for 2. And a good 2. And a good 2 here for, Cryo. Lost my train of thought there. If you've been talking for 2 hours, you kind of become delirious. All right, it's going to be Frost here with their offensive joust, and it's going to be picked up by Retro. Retro over to Jay. Jay, pressured by that fast stack, going to pass that one all the way forward. Intended for Mozzie, though. Going to bounce off some geometry, picked up by Fields. Going to clear that one down the right tunnel. We'll see who gets to it first. It's going to be Retro. Going to be pressured there by Fields and Spirit. Picked up by Dull. I think all 4 Cryo players were in Frost territory, but they're able to recover. It's going to be Dull over to Jay. Jay driving in. Great save there by Spirit. Over to I Only Dunk. Going to clear that one all the way down mid-tunnel. Picked up by Fields. Tries to go for the immediate 3, but a little bit off target. Maybe should have spent a little bit more time there in terms of taking the shot. It's going to be Mozzie. Going to clear this one down. Over to Jay. Jay, pressured by I Only Dunk. Tries to pass it to someone mid. I don't know if he saw anything, but it works out. Ends up in the hands of Mozzie. Mozzie going to pass that one over to Dull. Dull going to cross this one all the way over to Jay. Jay driving in for the 2 to equalize things here in round 2. Yeah, great stuff here from both teams. Just great stuff. Over and all All right, it's going to be Cryo here with an offensive joust. It's going to be picked up by Spirit here at the QB position, pressured by Mozzie and Dull. Going to get it off to the Lodash. Going to cross that one, intended for Fields. A lot of stuns coming out right now. Spirit going to pass that one over to Fields. Going to pass that one over to Only Dunk, who's going to reset it back to the Lodash. The Lodash here, taking some space. Going to throw that one down to Fields. Fields here, pressured by Jay. Back to the Lodash. The Lodash up to Spirit. Spirit gonna dance around. Shield here taken by Mozzie though. Mozzie's gonna chuck that one all the way down mid tunnel. We'll see who gets to it first. And it's gonna be Dull with an open 3 possibility, but saved by Spirit. Spirit there with good regrabs. And it's gonna be picked up by Mozzie though. Intercepted by Mozzie, I should say. It's gonna be with an open 3 attempt, but off target there. That would have been pretty good there if you were on Frost. It's gonna be Jay here with the disc. Pressured by I Only Dunk over to Mozzie. Mozzie stunned out there, kind of heading in towards the tunnel territory. But it's going to be picked up by Spirit, who's going to clear this one down. Intended. Ooh, going to bounce off some geometry there, unluckily. Up to Dull. Dull with the beautiful shot there to give Frost a 2-point lead in this grand finals.
11, 10, 9, 8.
All right. It's going to be a Cryo offensive joust here. Heading out. Going to be Spirit with the disc, pressured by that fast stack. And he's going to get that one all the way out. Ooh, picked up though by Retro. A little bit of some unfortunate bounces there over to Jay. Jay just going to slow things down, looking for potential, opponents there. Retro going to pass that one down to Dull. Dull looking for an opening. Not much pressure there. Over to Jay. Jay, back to Dull, Dull. And just a great scoring, opportunity there. Great pass work between all of the Frost members. Great coordination, great awareness, knowing where each of their teammates are, and more importantly, knowing where the enemies are. So it's going to be Cryo here with an offensive joust. They're out of the tunnels. It's going to be picked up by Spirit at the QB position, as we've seen all day. Picked up by I Only Dunk. Back to Spirit. Spirit here, pressured by Jay somewhat. Gets around Jay. Spirit driving forward. Just taking space. Spirit just going to back up here a little bit towards the left tunnel area. Going to pass that one all the way over to I Only Dunk. I Only Dunk just going to slow things down. Pressured by Jay. Back to Spirit. Slowing things down here. This Cryo team is doing right now. Spirit just going to stay still. And Jay is going to stay still. Watching Spirit. It's going to be over to Fields. Fields up to I Only Dunk. And I Only Dunk with a dunk. So yeah. 6-4 lead here for Frost. A very exciting grand finals. Very close matches so far and very close rounds. I believe it was 11-10 in round 1. All right, it's going to be Frost here with an offensive joust. Retro over to Jay. Jay up to Dull. Dull 2v1 here in the blue bubble over to Mozzie. And yeah, I Only Dunk was outmanned there, and I should say outgunned. So yeah, great stuff there from this Frost team. Great coordination, able to take advantage of the lack of Cryo players in their own bubble. It's going to be Cryo here with an offensive joust. This is true. If Cryo did score 3, it would be actually no, it would not be anymore. All right, it's going to be Spirit here with their offensive joust at the QB position over to Fields. Fields. Oh, intercepted though by Mozzie. Oh, a little bit of a bad clear though, but picked up by Jay. Gonna recover this one for Frost. Up to Dull. Dull with a potential 3. Ooh, tries to go for the middle slot there, but unfortunately misses. It's gonna be picked up by Spirit. Spirit just gonna dance around on the ceiling here. Down to Fields. Fields with a potential 3, but the 3 is stopped by Dull. And oh, that could have been a self-goal right there. It's going to be I Only Dunk. Trying to dodge around Dull there, but Dull stuns him out and cleared down that left tunnel. Picked up by the Lodash. The Lodash stunned out, though. It's going to be Dull slapping this one forwards. Over to Jay. Potential open 3, and he's going to get it. There is still 3 minutes left in this round, but Frost has a very, very commanding lead here in this round. Cryo here, obviously, has that one round of insurance, but you don't want to get too comfortable against the underdogs. And of course, they have that extra game there if Frost wins this. It's going to be I Only Dunk back to Spirit. Spirit looking for an opening, just gonna dance around here a little bit. Up to Only Dunk. Only Dunk, just gonna push up here a little bit. Pressured by Jay somewhat. Resets it back to Spirit. Spirit just gonna wait here. Up to Only Dunk. Only Dunk trying to drive in over to Fields. Fields just gonna back up here, seeing the pressure. Gonna reset that one back to Spirit. Spirit up to Fields. Fields trying to drive in here, and a great shot to make it only a 5-point lead. I feel like we've seen 11-6 throughout this entire ECF in the last game between Blizzard and Frost. There was just 11-6 all over the place. Actually, it might have been the Cryo versus Blizzard game. But anyways, it's going to be Frost here with an offensive joust. They're still up 5 with 2 minutes to go. They're going to clear that one all the way downfield. It's going to be picked up, presumably by Dull, but Dull gets stunned out there by Spirit. Spirit going to clear this one all the way down the left tunnel. We'll see who gets to it first, and it's going to be Only Dunk. And it's going to be Retro in goal, passing it over to the Lodash. A 1v1 opportunity. No, 2v1 opportunity. He's going to pass that one to Only Dunk for the 2. So Cryo is only down 3. Frost with a very precarious lead. So they need to be careful. Cryo, obviously a very deadly team, especially when they can get their coordination going. It's going to be Frost here with an offensive joust. Retro over to Jay. Jay dodging Fields and Spirit there. Going to pass that one over to Mozzie. Mozzie just going to push up here. A lot of space. Pressured by the Lodash. Going to pass that one over to Dull. Dull looking for an opening. Going to try to reset it back to Jay, but Jay was going forward there. Wasn't looking for the disc. Going to be picked up by Spirit, who's going to slap that one forward to Only Dunk. An open 3 opportunity, and he's going to get it off the ding ring. That's a little bit unfortunate there. But it's going to be cleared out by Retro over to Jay. Jay gets around Spirit there. Potential 3 of their own, and they're going to get it. That's going to seal round 2 in favor of Frost. So it's going to be 1-1 in the grand finals. Obviously, best of 5, so both teams will need to win 2 rounds. So we're basically going to be heading to our best of 3 once this round is over. And yeah, just 15 seconds here for Cryo to do whatever they want. The disc is just going to bounce around here. Picked up by JJ. Back to Retro. Retro going to sling that one over to Dull. Dull just going to bounce past that one. Spirit grabs it. Tries to go for the shot. And that is round 2 over, ladies and gentlemen.
Orange comes out on top.
So great stuff here from both teams. But Frost getting the better of Cryo in this round 2. Able to, kind of pressure Cryo a little bit more. I feel like Cryo made a lot more mistakes in this round 2, definitely compared to round 1. And Dull with 4 points, Mozzie with 6, Jay with 10, Retro with 4, Fields with 6, Only Dunk with 4, Spirit with 4, and the Lodash with 2. My voice is getting drained here, but it's all good. We do this for you guys. This presentation is for you guys. So I hope you guys are enjoying the grand finals of Echo Competitive Finals, the Winter Competitive Draft Tournament. All right. I definitely need some water, but I don't have it right now. It's all good. All right. It's going to be Cryo here with a lead in stuns, 81-63. Still more steals for Cryo, but it's the offense of Frost that has really been the star of today. Their passing ability, 10 assists to only 5 for Cryo. And time of possession is pretty much even, but a minute extra here for Cryo. So, ladies and gentlemen, who are you casting to? I'm casting to everybody. There could be ladies in the stream. We don't know. And you guys are gentlemen, so yeah. All right, we're gonna be headed for a neutral joust here, and they're off. It's gonna be one here by Cryo. It's gonna be picked up by Spirit. Gonna pass that one down to Only Dunk over to the Lodash, and a good save attempt there by Retro, but it just gets by him. So good start here for this Cryo team. That's what they want to see. I do think the graphic is a little bit wrong on stream, but it's all good. It's going to be Frost here with an offensive jazz. It's going to be Retro over to Mozzie. Mozzie dancing around here in right tunnel. I'm going to sling that one all the way over to Jay. Jay gets stunned out, though, by Fields and Spirit, and it's going to be Only Dunk, clearing that one all the way down towards the orange bubble, and it's going to be picked up by It's going to be picked up by Spirit. Spirit getting around Mozzie there. Over to Fields. Fields stunned out, though, by Dull. Only Dunk able to slap that one back to Spirit. And he's going to reset that one back to the Lawdash. The Lawdash here pressured by Jay. Going to pass that one up to Spirit. Spirit looking for an opening. Going to pass that one back to the Lawdash. The Lawdash going to push this one up over to Spirit. Spirit going to drive this one forward over to the Lawdash. The Lawdash, ooh, a little bit interesting there. I'm not really sure what happened. But it's going to be slapped forward by this Frost team. Ends up in the hands of Spirit. Spirit going to pass this one back to Fields. Fields up to Spirit. Just going to take this one slow. This is what Cryo does really well. But it's going to be stunned out there by Mozzie. Mozzie's going to clear this one all the way down. And the regrabs are ready. But it bounces off geometry there, unfortunately. But Mozzie's going to take this one back. Going to pass that one up to Jay. Jay driving forward. Oh, off the ding ring. That's brutal. You want that one back if you're on Frost. It's going to be picked up here by Spirit. Potential long 3 attempt, but they're back on defense. It's going to be picked up by Mozzie. Mozzie here, up to Dull. Dull, going to dodge around Spirit there. Going to pass that one over to Jay. Jay pressured by I Only Dunk. Ooh, a little bit of an interesting pass there from Jay. Not really in the vicinity of anyone. It's going to be picked up by Fields. Going to toss that one all the way down mid-tunnel. It's going to be floating around there in the orange bubble. Picked up by the Lawdash. Great save there by Mozzie, though. Mozzie clearing that one out, and it's going to be picked up by Retro, who's going to clear this one all the way down the right tunnel. And we'll see who gets to it first. It's going to be Mozzie with a potential scoring opportunity. Great save there, though, by I Only Dunk, but picked up by Dull. Dull going to dodge around here. Another great save by I Only Dunk, but Mozzie's there, able to grab it right back for the dunk. So, yeah. Great stuff here from both teams, making it very exciting for everybody watching. And it's going to be Cryo here with an offensive joust. It's going to be Spirit with the disc. Going to pass this one forward to I Only Dunk. I Only Dunk. Ooh, tries to pass it over to the right tunnel, but ends up in the hands of the Lawdash, so it works out. Over to Fields. Fields pressured by Jay. Going to pass that one forward to the Lawdash. The Lawdash going to take this one slowly, sees the 4 defenders in his vicinity. Going to reset that one back to Spirit. Spirit up to Fields, over to I Only Dunk. I Only Dunk tries to go for the shot, but a little bit off target. Mozzie, though, stunned out by Fields and the Lawdash. And a great shot there from Fields to give Cryo a 2-point lead. All right. We are very, very excited for this game here. It's going to be Frost with an offensive joust. We'll see what they can do. It's going to be Retro here. Over to Jay. Jay in this left tunnel. Passing it forward to Dull. Dull crossover to Mozzie. Mozzie going to be on the ceiling. Oh, blocked by Spirit. Spirit just going to clear this one down, but picked up by Retro. A second chance here for Frost. Down to Dull. Dull up to Mozzie. Mozzie trying to get around Spirit here. Just going to reset this one back to Retro. Retro pressured by Spirit somewhat. Over to Mozzie. Mozzie driving in and goes for the inside shot there. And I think Fields got a hand on it for the self goal, which is a little bit unfortunate. But it's all tied up here for both Frost and Cryo. All right. It's going to be Cryo here with an offensive joust. It's going to be Spirit with the disc at the QB position. A little bit of a chaotic pressure there from Frost. It's going to end up in the hands of Fields, who gets stunned out there by Jay, but Spirit able to recover. Spirit, though, stunned out by Dull. Oh, who's stunned in return by Fields. Going to pass that one down to the Lawdash. The Lawdash with an open 3, and is going to get it. What a toss there. 18 meters per second. 7-4 lead here for Cryo. All right. We're going to be... Yeah, I'm reading chat here. Mozzie is wearing jeans while he plays. That must be pretty uncomfortable, depending on the jeans. All right, it's going to be Retro over to Mozzie. Mozzie almost getting stunned out there. The pass a little bit all right, but it ends up in the hands of Jay. Jay, though, stunned out by Spirit. Spirit going to chuck this one all the way down the right tunnel. We'll see who gets to it first. Interesting bounces there. It's going to float around a little bit. Picked up by the Lawdash with an open 3. And I think that's the second 3 from the Lawdash in this round. Great stuff from this Cryo team. Able to take a very commanding 10-4 lead here midway through this round 3. All right, 4 minutes still left in the game. Anything could happen, or I should say round. It's going to be Retro here with the disc. Over to Mozzie. Mozzie up to Dull. Dull trying to dodge the Lodash here. Just dancing around. Down to Mozzie. Mozzie, though, stunned out by Spirit again. Spirit with some great steals so far. Going to chuck that one all the way down for Fields with an open 3. And the floodgates are opening here in this round 3. 13-4 lead here for Cryo. Obviously, the favorites coming into this game. The winner of the winner's bracket. So, yeah. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this match. It's going to be Mozzie here with the disc. Going to chuck that one all the way down to Jay. Jay driving forward on the floor here. Pressed by Spirit. Potential Spirit steal here. Nope. Gets it over to Dull. Dull up to Mozzie. Mozzie going to drive in. And that is unfortunate there. Almost a good save by I Only Dunk, but the self goal, a little bit brutal. I think that's the second self goal there from I Only Dunk. So he has had negative points, I think, in this round 3. All right. It's going to be an offensive joust here for Cryo. 13-6 lead here with around 3 minutes to go. It's going to be I Only Dunk here with the disc. Going to push this one forward up very slowly. Over to Fields, and an immediate 3 attempt, but, oh, and Spirit takes it back. Yeah, it was an interesting attempt there by Fields for the 3 off the ding ring, and then Spirit stuns out. I'm not sure exactly, but he takes it from him and then gets the 2. So a 9-point lead here again for Cryo with 2 minutes left. We'll see what Frost can do. Definitely still mathematically possible to come back, but we'll see what they can do. All right, it's going to be Jay here. Going to cross this one over to Dull. Dull over to Mozzie, a 1v1 here. Oh, and it's off the ding ring, though. Mozzie trying to shoot twice there. Picked up by Dull. All 4, Cryo players are in the net there. Feels going to pressure Retro here. Over to Dull. Dull. Oh, stunned out, though, by Spirit. Spirit has had some great stuns this game. That's really been the story of this game so far. And I Only Dunk going to get that easy 2. And 17-6 here in favor of Cryo. 11 points. We're about to be headed in the realm of mathematical impossibility here very soon. And I think it is impossible if Frost only goes 4-2. So they're going to need a lot of 3s in a row. It's going to be picked up by Retro. Retro over to Mozzie. Mozzie stunned out, though, by Fields and Spirit. Spirit going to toss that one over to the Lodash. 1v1 here between him and Retro. And going to get over Retro 19-6 in favor of Cryo. And I think that's going to seal round 3 with 1 minute remaining to go. Yeah, just brutal stuff here from this Cryo team. They've been really getting these 3s in and these counterattacks. That's what we kind of saw against Blizzard, what they were able to do. It's going to be Mozzie here over to Jay. 2v1 here in the blue bubble. Jay just going to drive this one in. Ooh, save, though, by Fields. Jay trying to go for the bounce shot there, but it's going to end up being saved. Retro here, going to bounce past that one over to Dull. Taken by, I believe that was Spirit. Spirit just with great steals so far. It's going to be picked up by Fields. Going to toss that one forward. And 20 seconds remaining. Not much can happen here, except maybe, Cryo can put some more points on the board, which they do. I Only Dunk, of course, going for a dunk. And that is going to seal round 3 in favor of Cryo, the favorites. So they're going to only need to win 1 more round. So, yeah. 11 points here from Fields, 8 from I Only Dunk, 6 from Spirit, the Lodash with 10, Dull with 4, Mozzie with 8, Jay with 10, and Retro with 4. Spirit with 3 steals there. Really kind of turned around this round in favor of Cryo. Any thoughts in chat so far about these 3 rounds? Very close, first 2 rounds, but then a very lopsided round 3. Possession almost even, Cryo keeping a 1 minute lead of possession, but, still very much within the margin of error. And assists are even. Cryo taking back some of the shots taken here, 37 to 32 in favor. Still a Frost, but Cryo coming back with their offense. 11 saves though compared to 7 for Cryo, and stuns are about even. I don't know if you can get in there with a speech. If one of the players wishes to do an interview, maybe a post game interview for the MVP, maybe we can have that happen or something. We'll see though if we can get that organized. All right. And we're going to be headed for round 4 here in a few moments. We are ready. This is match point, I should say, for Cryo, because if they win this round, they win the winter competitive draft tournament. So if you're Frost, you're definitely feeling a little bit nervous. This is your last chance. So yeah. All right. We're about to get started. There might have been a timeout. I think there was. Yes, there was indeed a timeout. That's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, any thoughts in chat so far about the game? Oh, a little bit of chaos here. Looks like everybody's flaming allegedly Jay. I'm not sure if that is Jay, but it would be kind of hard for Jay to play and talk at the same time. But, anything's possible. So yeah, just great stuff here from both teams. I'm not really sure what's going on, why they paused. Kroger's is in my headset right now, so maybe he has some more insight. Looks like there's nothing to be said. I think they're just taking a pause to take a pause. Will they finally put X-Man in the GOAT? Yeah, just a Yep, we're headed here for a round 4 very, very soon. Somebody has words to say, though. What words are to be said? Oh, Lukeski, welcome, by the way. I didn't realize that you were in the chat. Welcome, my brother. I can see whoever's in chat, but I must have missed you. You sing like you have a rat in your throat, Jay. Yeah, calling out Jay here. What did Jay do to you guys? He's had 10 points. He's the MVP here for this Frost team.
12, 11, 10, 9.
I'm talking to a brick wall. Maybe I am talking to a brick wall. All right. Anyways, we're going to be getting round 4 here underway in a few seconds. And both teams are out of their tunnels. It's going to be won here by Cryo. Spirit taking possession. Going to pass that one down to Islandly Dunk. Islandly Dunk over to the Lodash. And a quick start here for this Cryo team. If you're Frost, you have to be careful. This is your elimination match. Round 4 and round 5, if you lose either of those, you lose the entire thing. So Frost has to be very careful. They need to come out guns blazing. They need to play confident and coordinated. All right, it's going to be Retro over to Mozzie. We'll see what they can do. Over to Jay. Jay over to, intended for Dull. Going to bounce off some geometry there. Picked up by the Lodash. Going to clear that one all the way down mid-tunnel. We'll see who grabs it first, and it's going to be Mozzie, who kind of weakly throws that away. It's going to be picked up by Fields, who dodges Mozzie. Over to Islandly Dunk. Over to Spirit. Spirit with a great shot. 4-0 lead here in this round 4 for Cryo.
12, 11, 10, 9,
All right.
8,
Some interesting allegations here in chat
6,
against Jay.
4,
Some big Jay haters here. All right, it's going to be Frost here with an offensive joust. Retro over to Mozzie. Mozzie here pressured by Fields and Spirit. Over to Dull. Dull crossing it over to Jay, our favorite maybe chatter. Jay, though, taken by the Lodash. That's brutal, but intercepted right back by Retro. Retro up to Dull. Dull over to Mozzie. Mozzie trying to drive in here for the 2, reducing that lead to only 2 here in this round 4.
12, 11,
All right.
10, 9.
we're going to be headed here for a Cryo offensive joust. You know, they've started this round off hot. Still too early to tell, though, who has the momentum. It's going to be Spirit here with the offensive joust and at the QB position. Tossing it, intended for Fields. Picked up, though, by Mozzie. Mozzie going to reset this one back to Jay. Jay up to Dull. Dull over to Mozzie. Mozzie driving in for the 2. Mozzie, I think, with all 4 points here to start off this round 4. Or Frost. A lot of 4s. 4, 4, 4, 4. All right. Yeah, all tied up at 4 here. So it's going to be Cryo here with another offensive joust. And they're out of the tunnels right now. It's going to be picked up by Spirit. Spirit going to toss this one over to Only Dunk. Only Dunk down to the Lodash. The Lodash getting around Retro there. Intercepted, though, by Jay. Jay getting around Fields here. Going to pass that one up. Intended for Dull, though. Picked up by Spirit. Spirit just going to push this one up. Not much pressure here on that left wall. We'll see what Spirit can do. Just going to back up here. Scanning the field. Going to pass that one over to the Lodash. The Lodash just going to take this one slow. Resets it back to Spirit. Spirit pushing up here. Pressured by Jay. Going to pass that one over to the Lodash. The Lodash. Jay is incoming, though. Watch out for Jay. Going to pass that one over to Spirit. Back to the Lodash. The Lodash with a great shot there over Retro. 6-4 lead here for Cryo. A very close round 4 so far with 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. And we have a second account saying the same thing that the other guy was saying. Very interesting. All right. We're going to be having Frost here with an offensive joust. It's going to be Retro to Mozzie. Mozzie pressured by Fields and Spirit. Over to Dull, but a great steal there by Spirit. Spirit with great steals so far in this match. Tries to pass it up to Fields, though, a little bit off target. And it's going to be Mozzie going to try to clear that one down to Jay. Jay with a potential 3. Saved, though, by the Lodash. Oh, I'm getting dehydrated now. All right, it's going to be over in that right tunnel area. Fields is going to grab this one. Fields over to the Lodash. The Lodash going to drive in here and gets the shot. 8-4 lead here for this Cryo team in this round 4. This is their match point. If they win this, they win the whole thing. So obviously very important for them. Brick City J. Yo, we've got some big J haters. We've got 2 allegedly people who are J. And then I don't know what's going on. All right, it's going to be Retro here. Over to Mozzie. Mozzie, pressured by Spirit and Fields again. Going to pass that one down to Jay. Jay immediately back to Retro. Retro pressured again. Back to Jay. Jay going to cross this one up to Mozzie. Ooh, Mozzie misses the grab, though. But Dull is able to recover. Over to Jay. Jay driving it in. Great save there by Fields. Fields going to bounce that one off the floor. Ooh, picked up by the Lodash. The Lodash going to clear this one all the way down to Only Dunk. Only Dunk with an open 3 potential, but ends up off target. Picked up by Fields with an open shot, but taken by Jay. Jay, though, stunned out by Fields. And Fields is going to get the dunk right back. 10-4 lead here for Cryo.
11, 10, 9, 8.
All right, it's going to be Cryo here. Nope, I lied. It's going to be Frost here with an offensive joust. My bad. When you cast for 3 hours, you get delirious. All right, it's going to be Retro here over to Mozzie, who gets stunned out, but nobody's there to recover it. Oh, it's going to be Spirit recovering it. Going to toss this one over to Fields. Fields over to the Lodash, but the Lodash kind of losing tracking there. Retro gets stunned out. Interesting stuff going on right now. I'm not really sure. The players are kind of going all chaotically. And it's going to be picked up by Fields here in the blue bubble. Fields going to gently toss that one over to Spirit. Spirit over to Only Dunk. Only Dunk gonna just pump fake twice and then pass that one over to the Lodash. The Lodash cross over to Spirit. Spirit with a good ride there. 12-4. It's not looking good if you're a fan of Frost. Very, very unfortunate. And the Lodash with 16 points so far in this match. 3 assists, 1 save, and 2 steals. All right. It's going to be Frost here with an offensive joust. Retro here with the disc. Passing it over to Mozzie. Mozzie up to Dull. Dull cross over to Jay. Jay up to Mozzie. Great passing here. But it's off the ding ring. I think Mozzie has hit so many ding rings today. Very unfortunate. and it's going to be cleared out there by Cryo. We'll see who gets to it first. It's going to be Jay. Jay here, 3 minutes remaining. Over to Retro. Retro, crossing it over to Mozzie. Mozzie, going to pass this one up to Dull. Dull, trying to dodge Spirit there. Over to Retro. Retro looking for Mozzie, but Mozzie's going to lose tracking there. It's going to be the Lawdash, and Dull fighting for possession of the disc. It's going to be the Lawdash taking possession there. Going to clear that one all the way down mid-tunnel. Picked up by Dull. Oh, back to Retro. That was very interesting there. Gonna clear this one over to Jay. And it looks like Cryo players have overextended, but Jay's gonna take his time. Intercepted though by Fields. Fields is gonna clear this one over to the Lawdash. The Lawdash gonna push this one forward slightly. Gonna take space. Pressured by Mozzie. Ooh, tries to pass it there by to, I believe that was Spirit, but a little bit off target. But ends up in the hands of Spirit anyways. Oh, great save there by Retro. Fields keeps it for Cryo though. Fields gets around Dull. Great save again by Retro. And it's going to be picked up by Only Dunk. Over to Fields. Tries to pass it up, but a little bit interesting there. It's going to be Spirit gets stunned out by Mozzie. We'll see who gets the disc first. It's going to be Only Dunk. Going to clear that one all the way back in the direction of his teammates. Fields crossing that one. Intended for Only Dunk. Grabs it. Stunned out by Mozzie, though. Mozzie's going to clear that one out. Nope. Picked up by Fields. Fields looking for an opening. Going to reset this one back to Spirit. A lot of shenanigans here. And I think we're entering the realm of mathematical impossibility for you guys here in the grand finals. It's going to be picked up by Spirit. Spirit over to the Lawdash. And I think it's smart here from Cryo to just waste time. But they're going to speed it up there. Spirit with potentially the dagger here in the grand finals. So we'll see what happens in this last minute, I should say. Not this last minute. I don't know if Frost can come back. They're going to need a lot of threes, and threes very, very fast. It's going to be over to Mozzie. Mozzie up to intercepted, though, by the Lawdash. And I think that's going to seal it in terms of time. It's going to be picked up by Only Dunk. Ooh, slap forward by Mozzie, though. And it's going to be Spirit going to pick this one up. 50 seconds left in the match. Going to clear this one all the way down. Intended for Only Dunk, but it's going to be picked up by Fields. Fields going to spin around there. Going to pass that one up to Only Dunk. Going to pass it back to Fields. Great coordination there. Tries to go for the shot, but saved by Dull. 30 seconds left. And the regrabs kind of go past the disc there. It's going to be picked up by Mozzie. Down that right tunnel. Oh, I need some water. Dull. Gonna go for the three off the ding ring. I think that's kind of exemplified how this round 4 has went. And Mozzie gonna get the 2 there to wrap this one up. And it's gonna be Cryo, who are your champions of the Winter Competitive Draft Tournament. Well played here from both teams. Frost gave a valiant effort in rounds 1 and 2. But, you know, this Cryo team really got the better of them in rounds 3 and 4. Maybe we can get the Lawdash in here for maybe like an MVP interview or something. I don't know if you can coordinate that real quick, Krogers. But yeah, just great stuff here. And Cryo, you know, winning the entire winner's bracket and then winning the grand finals must feel really good for them. Great attempt though by Frost. Frost, you know, losing round 1, but then grinding through the loser's bracket, trying to go through, ends up short. Very, very unfortunate. So hopefully we'll be getting a, you know, kind of an interview here in a few moments of the winning of the MVP, the Lawdash. He's still in game, so it might take a little bit.